Okay, so we are back with another attempt at Ascension level 1. In the last video, things went a little bit wrong. I thought about it a little bit and really feel that the issue was not taking that extra energy at the end of Act 1. It was going to end up trading rest stops, that was why I didn't take it. But having Demon Form in the deck and only having 3 energy just meant it was really hard to get that going, and I became very kind of sort of risk averse, and I didn't take on many elites all the way up. I kept having to rest, I couldn't regain my health, and in the end I just didn't have the block to enable me to last long enough against the Act 2 boss. So hopefully mistakes have sort of led to a little bit of learning on that. So we're back at Ascension number 1. I didn't get the unlock. You can see that I'm very close to another unlock on there, so that might help if things don't go well this time. We should definitely get that unlocked, but let's see how it goes. So again, still playing Ironclad. I talked about last time how I was going to allow myself to swap, but I really don't feel that it's worth it. With the unlock system, we've got the opportunity to trade all of our gold for 16 health, which is very tempting. I think with Ironclad, it's probably not worth changing that starting relic. That kind of thing looks tempting to me. Let's have a look at the map. Obviously, if I do trade all my gold that early shop, I'm not going to want to go to. There's a path with 3 elites way up the left. There's a late shop there, which could be quite good, which I can go through 2 elites into that one. So sort of maybe the path of 2 elites into that shop is the way to go. Or this path, actually, yeah, this path on the left lets me hit an elite, go to the shop. I can then decide whether it's worth carrying on up there, or I can split and take that, and I get the most elites on that route anyway. So we'll go up the left hand side all the way until that shop, and then we'll see how we are set. And I'm going to do the gold trade for max hit points. Alright, here we go. So as ever, these first ones should be fairly straightforward, all things being said. I don't mind losing a little bit of health here because I do have that regain 6 at the end of the fight, and these guys obviously have the curl up thing, which makes them a little bit annoying to fight. Actually, though, neither of them are doing any attacks this time, so that should enable us to comfortably finish these off. Yeah, there we go. Alright, no problem there, obviously. Heal back up. Let's have a look at our first draw. So we've got Body Slam. That's probably not very much use early on, or any use early on, because I'm very unlikely to get a lot of block. Headbutt is quite nice to bring cards back. Armaments is also quite nice because it allows us to upgrade a card and it gives us some block. And one of the issues I've had with Ironclad has been that lack of block as we've been going through this. Some of these things start to hit for quite a bit of damage, and as I said at the start, the issue last time was I was slowly just losing health, and kept feeling like I had to heal up. So we'll vulnerable this guy now. This is one of the trickier sort of standard fights, I would say. You can see that he's buffing himself up all the time, quite nicely. I'll take the opportunity here just to whack him while he's vulnerable, and let's see if we can actually finish him off here, hopefully. So can vulnerable him for 8, and that ought to be enough to finish him off. Okay, so fine, back to full health. Another card. Trigger is nice. Cleave gives a bit of damage against multiple enemies, which is really, really helpful. The exhaust is good, but I don't think I really need that quite so much as I need a little bit of damage to all of them at this point. That's also a very good card. It's easy to worry about the losing the hit points, but it's just such a huge amount of damage. And I'm going to take Cleave here, and then move on. I'm nowhere near earning back my money, so remember I traded in that in 99. This is giving me the option of removing, transforming, or upgrading. I don't feel at the moment that I've got anything that particularly needs upgrading. That one possibly. So that one would do 3 more damage to every enemy. Let me just remind myself what happens to armaments. Upgrades all the cards in your hand, yeah. And that's quite good too. Transform is also tempting though, just to get one of these strikes into something else. So I think I'm going to go with that. Remove, I'm not too fussed about at the moment. So we're going to transform a strike, let's have a look what we get. Okay, we've got War Cry. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but I guess it adds a little bit of variability into my hand. And we've now got a battle where having that damage to all will be quite nice. So War Cry is draw a card and then you put a card back so that you know that you have it next time. So it's quite helpful if you've got a card that you know you want to play in the next round. What are we going to upgrade? What does this upgrade to? Draw 2 cards. Okay, that's probably not that useful. Or I can just upgrade the strike. So let's upgrade that strike, and that kills him, which is quite nice. And then I think actually I can just defend this thing. Not too worried about that. Possibly could have used War Cry there to make sure I set myself up. There's Cleave. I mean, Cleave on its own is 8 damage. And again, I'll just block him up. I'm going to play this one quite conservatively. Obviously, again, I can lose 6 health, and it's not really a big deal. But, you know, sometimes it's nice just to practice keeping things full health. So the less you have to take a bonfire to heal, the better, basically. There we go. So that's fairly easy. We've got a Flex Potion, which is nothing too exciting, but might be useful. And then we've got Shockwave, Armaments, or Flex itself. I do quite like Flex if you have like a thing to double your strength, because you can kind of get it and take it as a bit extra. That one we've already got one, so I certainly don't want to. Shockwave is nice here because it just gives us, it's expensive, but it gives us the ability to do weak. I think that is an important ability, so we'll take that. And then we're going to keep going up this left, and we're going to take that Elite Fight, and then we've got a shop. We're not going to have huge amounts of money, but we might be able to pick up something. Alright, so here we've got the Fungal Infected Rat. When he dies, he makes you vulnerable, so it's something to be aware of. He's going to start debuffing me. And then we've got a regular Louse, which will do the curl up, so it'll be a little bit hard to kill. So I think I am going to just do War Cry here, just to see what comes out of that. My deck is quite small. Okay, so I've got Shockwave. So, question now, do I want to guarantee having that next turn? Or, I think actually just casting that now makes sense. So in that case, we'll put a block onto the top. So we'll cast Shockwave, and block up, and then move on to the next turn. So he's increased his strength, so both of these now are weakened and vulnerable. So we should be able to do some nice damage to them. Let's go with Armaments for block. Do I want to upgrade that? Possibly not. Although it is my sort of chief source of damage. but if I upgrade my strike, I get almost as much for just one cost. So let's get him close to dead, and that'll do. Would have made sense to block there. It's one hit point that might come back to haunt me if I don't come out of this in a good way. So now we can nicely kill that guy with our cleave. He's not doing anything apart from buffing himself, so that's the end of the fight. Good, okay, the one hit point didn't matter. Got an energy potion, and we have got Iron Wave, which I really like. Fire breathing, not totally convinced about that, having no curses particularly. And Clash, yeah, it's a lot of damage, but I tend to find if all of my cards are attack based, I'm actually not in a good place, whereas Iron Wave is really dependable source of damage. And the other thing about Iron Wave is it's not a skill, so it's actually an attack. So any enemies that gain power when you use skills, like block, you can still actually use Iron Wave on them, so that is a bit of a no-brainer for me. And let's go into the elite, and this is a perfect example. So this enemy is going to buff himself, and when he does that, he will gain energy on any skills that I use. So that means if I try and defend myself, it just makes him more powerful. And the good thing is I can get this skill going straight away and then not have to play it when he's buffed himself, so that's really helpful to do that. And then I'm going to upgrade my Iron Wave just to make it better, because I'm going to be relying on that quite a bit. Let's see how we do it here. So first go, he's going to give himself that buff, and just to show you, the buff is whenever you play a skill, gain 2 strength, so that's quite a big deal. So it's almost kind of better really here, I feel, just to sort of tank that damage. If I look at the cards, if I draw a card, it's not really doing much for me, so I'm going to ignore Warcry, I'm going to ignore Defend, I am just going to hit him as hard as I can. Do as much damage as I can, and I will take that 10 hit. If I'd have used my block, I'd have only taken 5 damage, but he would then be doing 2 more damage every single turn. So again, same kind of deal. It's okay to block if you're kind of comfortable that you're going to kill him pretty soon, but it's just kind of not super worth it. I mean, 10 damage is it's not nothing, but it's a tricky sort of thing. So now with Iron Wave, that enables me to block his damage and do damage on him as well, which is really fantastic. And just keep damaging him, and he's almost dead. So took a bit of damage, but he's an elite. I think the optimum thing is just try and take him down, and that's what we've done. Upgrade 2 random attacks on pickup. It might be worth me picking up the thing first of all, and Blood Potion is quite nice to have. So let's add a card. We've got Cleave again, we've got Clothesline, which is another good source of weak, but I think I've already kind of got the better one. It's tempting to take another Cleave and then upgrade. This one's quite good as well, it's a good source of block. Actually, I'm going to take my block, and I'll take this and upgrade 2 attacks. So I've upgraded Bash, I've upgraded Air Strike, and now let's see if there's anything in this shop. So definitely can't afford any relics, but certainly can afford a card. So what did we have? That's actually quite strong. That's not one I'm very, it's not something I've seen a lot. That sounds good. Happy Flower and Captain's Wheel. Okay, not too excited about those. Those are too expensive. We've got the possibility of Headbutt, which I think is nice. We've got Blood for Blood, which is nice damage. We've got Armaments, which I already have. We've got True Grit, which is a nice card. And we've got Rupture. I don't really have any cards that cost me hit points yet, so I'm going to steer away from that. I think a nice headbutt is something to have there. And then I could afford elements, but I'm going to pass and carry on. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident to keep fighting elites here. No major worries. Okay, so this guy is the one that sleeps until you start doing damage. I don't really have any buffs that I'm desperate to play on him. It would be nice to draw Shockwave next, so it's tempting to not do anything this turn. Yeah, so let's just leave him for a little bit. So I think it would be good to wake him up and then play Shockwave. Let's see if we get it now. So we haven't got it this time. So I will have Shockwave next time. So this could be a nice chance to catch. Well, I may not have Shockwave. But I do have Walkray, so I'll definitely have access to that next time. And I'll have Iron Wave as well. So yeah, I think it's time to start hitting him. So we will vulnerable him and then cleave him for 12. And then we're going to straight away just weaken him as well, and get a bit of block, because you can see this guy hits pretty hard. So we will let's do that to start with. It's very tempting to just get him extra weak, although Iron Wave is quite nice as well. Now let's do Shockwave. So now we'll Shockwave him. And take a little bit of damage this turn, but he's now going to be weak for 5 turns. And he's going to be vulnerable for all those turns as well. So hopefully we can beat him fairly easily. Nice bit of Iron Wave there. There's that. Gotta play that or I lose it, so let's do that. Potions, I don't think I'm not to use yet. He sort of hits hard for a bit and then eventually starts debuffing, like now, and then he hits hard again. And bringing back Iron Wave might not be a bad idea here. So damage, damage, damage. Iron Wave comes back. Alright, he's down under half health. He's now sort of weakening me a bit, and he's going back to his attacks. Let's upgrade Iron Wave. Let's play Iron Wave. And strike. 2 more turns before weak runs off. That should be enough to kill him fairly comfortably. Obviously it is harder having been weakened, so I think we need to block here. It's tempting to maybe play this energy potion and just play those 3 cards. Yeah, let's do that. And then he'll definitely die next turn. And then, yeah, I've lost a bit of health, but nothing too bad. Maybe didn't need to do that potion, but I've only got 3 slots anyway. Start each combat with 1 strength, very happy with that. We've got Pommel Strike, we've got Anger, and we've got Thunderclap. I think I'm good with my AoE, the cleave, so let's have a bit of Anger in the deck as just a nice source of damage. I'm going to get another chest here, and then play another Elite, and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Fairly happy with that. Nothing too wowy in the relics, but yeah, they're nice to have. Got my heal as well. This one, really nice to have the cleaves in there. And the nice thing about the Bag of Marbles is it's just taken away all of their resist of debuffs. So it'd be really nice to use this and get Shockwave out of there. So it's worth a try. Okay, didn't quite get it. Now what do I want to put in there? I think probably put a block, so I know I have it. I'm going to upgrade this block and play it. It's always a tricky one with these because they alternate between their debuffs and their hits, and so you want to kill one on the turn that it is doing the most damage, or is doing any damage, but equally you want to kill the others as well because they start putting these dazed cards in there, which is really great if you have feel no pain, but it's not so great if you don't, because you pretty quickly run out of options. Could be good to start putting some angers in, or could be good to bring back armaments. So we could actually bring cleave back, couldn't we? So we'll cleave them all, we'll headbutt that guy so we can kill him next time, and we'll bring cleave back, and we'll block as much of that damage as we can, which obviously isn't all of it, but next turn there won't be any damage happening. Now I feel a lot more comfortable once one of these dies. So cleave again, get rid of that middle one, and let's vulnerable him, so we'll kill him next. So when my deck reshuffles shortly, I'm going to get a lot of these cards cropping up, but actually thanks to cleave this is a lot more under control than it might otherwise have been. So you can see I actually can't kill this guy, which is a bit of a shame, so I take a little bit more damage, so that's unfortunate. And kill him next time. So do that, and they're all dead. So yeah, okay. Normal combats are no longer encountered in question marks. That's actually really good. It means you can be a little bit more safe going through them. Skill potion, and we've got corruption. Interesting. Maybe a mistake, but I just feel like it just needs to be acquired. You know, it's not super rare, but it is such a powerful card. So I'm taking that into my deck. Bloats my deck a little bit at this point because I can't really take advantage, but that's just the way it is. Alright, so this guy at the moment isn't doing anything in particular, so I will shockwave him and I will put a bit of damage on him. This one is going to split when he hits half health, so probably couldn't make that happen now. So what does that need? So half of that's going to be sort of 36, so about 8 more damage on here. So that would do it. Yeah, bring back that. It's a little bit unfortunate that, well, I suppose I could just hit him with both and then bring back anger. He's going to split now. I'm going to hit it with that and just see if that vulnerable carries over to them. Let's have a look. So it was 6 vulnerable and 2 weak, because I know it doesn't. Neither of these two split either, so it's just a straight fight now. He's trying to do 7 damage. Upgrading corruption and playing it would enable me to play Ghostly armor for free, so that will give me that block, and I'll start hitting him with anger. And yeah, I think this is looking pretty much under control here. It'd be nice not to take any more damage in this fight. Getting weakened a bit. Gonna be a little bit tricky not to take damage now. Close. Not even just close. Had enough damage. Okay, good. It's a good thing again with Ironclad is obviously because it heals each time. It's a nice opportunity to be able to just heal up in between fights and slowly recover my health a little bit. I'm going to skip the Colorless Potion. We've got Inflame, we've got Cleave, and we've got Perfected Strikes. I think Inflame is probably the winner there. I've got enough Cleave. I'm going to Rest Stop, where I think I'm going to skip the resting. Let's get that upgraded, particularly because I don't have a card to, like a Snecko Eye, to enable me to play that for cheap. It's just nice if it costs 2 damage, 2 energy. So you can see that I can play it straight away, and that's going to instantly help with all of these things as they become free. And some block, and it's a little bit of damage. But Corruption is just a really strong card to have. My deck is quite small, I can probably get it into play. It's obviously far better if I have more energy in my deck. Right, so we've got not any attacks at the moment. It'd be quite nice to kill one of these two. So let's use Warcry, and that brings in Cleave. Let's put, how much damage is he? 6. Let's put that back for next time. Let's upgrade that one. Let's play it. Let's Cleave to get rid of that guy. And let's play that to get enough block. And end turn, and should be fine to finish off the swing next time. But he's still vulnerable, still weak. Spoil for choice. Easy kill, get even more health. True Grits, Body Slam, and Cleave. Quite happy with the way Cleave is functioning, but I probably don't need. Actually, I do only have one. It's sort of tempting to get another one. It's just a nice source of damage. It's a bit better than Strikes. Don't have a ton of block, which this is a chance to get some of that, so I think we'll go with that one. And we're almost at the boss anyway. Right, really like the making him vulnerable at the start. Play that. Don't really need to worry too much about vulnerables, he already is. Let's hit him with a strike. And let's not play that. Let's play that. And let's put my upgraded strike back in the deck. Because this guy's pretty low on health already. Trying to steal my gold. I don't have a huge amount of gold, to be fair. We've got enough damage just to kill him. There we go, that's nice. Get my gold back. Another blood potion. Yeah, it's probably tempting to get rid of that flex potion. Let's get rid of that and take another blood potion. Brutality. We've got another copy of Anger. And we've got Sword Boomerang. I'm gonna skip that. Don't need those. Definitely don't need to rest at the bonfire. So let's upgrade this one because it enables us to exhaust a card of our choice, and it gets us some more block. So that's quite strong. And then let's play this slime guy. This boss is pretty weak, to be honest. He's not actually attacking me on this first turn, so I think I'd like to use that opportunity to boost my strength, weaken vulnerable him, and then see what he's got when he goop sprays me. So put him status cards into my deck. That's obviously going to become a problem at some point. But again, still remember to get some nice damage in. Let's bring that back. This guy is going to split in 20 more damage. So that is just something to be aware of. And he's going to try and do something pretty big now. 26 damage. Looks like I've actually got the ability to deal with this quite nicely. And that. Let's just exhaust this right now. It's not doing much for us. So we managed to block his mega attack. That's about all he's got really. And then we can just go to work on him. Weak has one off. It's giving me the opportunity to get corruption going. In here I can play anger, damage him, and that's going to make him split. Now we've got two more. Both of these will split. So unlike the other slime guy that we played, these will split as well. And there's two of them now. So it's a little bit more dangerous in a sort of weird way, because you can see they're actually doing quite a bit of damage. I'm going to use Warcry just to draw something, and let's just put... We're going to play Iron Weave, we're going to play Cleave, we're going to play that. So let's actually just put this slime right there. I'd like to draw slime next turn, but that's the way it is. Because, well, we might use that skill question. Let's have a look at that. So we've got weak to all enemies and exhaust, random attack, and yes, we'll take Intimidate there. So that will just reduce the damage a little bit, which is nice. Let's try and work on this front one. Get him split. And let's hit them all for 11. Let's not block. Hit him again. So we can split the front one next turn. Taking a little bit of damage here. I do get quite a pretty much 100% heal at the end of this. So I'm not too worried about that. I think I might just let him slime me and then work on this one a little bit more. So again, same kind of amount of damage needs to be done to him. Oh, I was trying to upgrade that. That's a shame. Okay, so he has now split. Didn't actually want to do that, but I think that's okay. So we'll split the big one next time, and that will save that all of that damage. Let's see if we get something just that. Yeah. So that's now split him. We can hit that one a little bit, and we can block his attack. We're going to start running out of block. There, see, that's the one downside of corruption, is it obviously does exhaust those skills. But I do have a cleave somewhere in there. In fact, there it is. So we can headbutt to him, bring back cleave for next turn, get some block, and kill that one. And exhaust that for what it's worth. It costs a lot of energy, so it costs a little bit more damage. So we'll have cleave next turn to start hitting them all. Let's see what they look like. They're all starting to hit me now. And all I've got left really is a lot of damage and a lot of slime. This could hurt a little bit, but I think we should be okay. Which one's the weakest one? So that's the obvious card to play, because I can just keep bringing back cleave. Let's kill him and get him half health. So yeah, so I have to take all of those hits there. I'm really worried I'm going to just draw a handful of slime next turn. Okay, it's not too bad. So he dies, and so Yeah, definitely lacking a little bit of block now. Okay, what have we got? We've got Bludgeon, Brutality, and Barricade. Barricade is nice, but it's expensive. Brutality, I'm not convinced by. Bludgeon is just a big old attack. I mean, I'm not even sure it's that great. If it was cheaper, quite possibly. But it's sort of averaging at about 11 per damage point. It's just that it does it all in one go. It's probably the best option, although none of them are particularly great. So I'm going to take it. Not too thrilled by that. And let's see what's in this chest. So we've got Curse Key, which gives us energy, double effects on potions, not too bothered about that. Elite's drop an additional relic. From last time, the big mistake was not getting energy, so we're going to make sure we get the energy this time. Particularly without like a sort of snack eye or anything like that. Might be nice to go to that shop fairly early, although that one's probably even better. And then there's one elite there. We're going to skip the chest. We can do 3 elites up that side. Plenty of bonfires. So yeah, I'm going to go straight up here and then veer off into the shop. So a bit worried about my lack of block, but I do have some nice starting bonuses, and that's quite helpful for me. And I do have that bit more energy this time around as well. Let's do that and just see what we get. So we're going to put corruption back and use next time. I've got 2 really nice sort of heal potions as well, which does make my life a bit more comfortable. This guy is obviously buffing himself with plated armor, so he takes quite a lot of effort to get that off of him. He's hitting fairly hard as well, and we'll bring that back. They're just chipping away at him a little bit. It's probably going to be a very kind of similar fight. So yeah, I mean, having bludgeon with more energy suddenly makes more sense. Like, that does hit him pretty hard, and you know, does enable me to do more with things. I don't want to play that. No, save that. So yeah, he's sort of half health now. He's not threatening me a terrible amount. Some nice damage on him. Armor off. And yeah, just having more energy is really nice. I was missing that so much in the last run. Forget how much of an effort it is without that. Body slam maybe. Twin strike. It's 10 damage for 1. It's pretty good. Anger. I think I'm happy with just 1 anger in there. Body slam, I don't have a huge amount of experience, but I can imagine it's quite nice. If you know you're going to build up a ton of block, you can just shove it in there and get a lot of damage. So let's give it a go. It will help me to prioritize block. Alright, we got this guy. Nice that he's always vulnerable on that first turn, so you know, if that one comes off, I may as well just whack him with it. That's 49 damage off the bat. I actually have literally no block, so yeah, my first time, if I draw the attacks, I can hit them pretty hard because they're that vulnerable. So that's quite nice. Okay, he's now debuffing me, so not really much point in doing this, but I am going to play it because it's going to give me 6 damage. It's very close to being dead. He's never really got going in this fight, has he? He's sort of getting himself ready to start fighting, but he's going to be all over by the time he gets there. Unfortunately, they haven't dropped an attack to kill him. What a nightmare. So we'll play Corruption, block. Just putting debuffs into my hands, I probably shouldn't have done some of that, but it should be alright now. Or not. Well, this is interesting. So just now, having drawn all of that damage at the start, I just don't have any left to draw. So we're just waiting to draw any attack to kill him. Almost any attack. Alright, so lost a little bit of health there, not a really big deal. Talent size I quite like. Been talking about block, so let's have a bit of that. It's nice if you get a thing that enables you to play it multiple times. Really get those all churning out the block. Okay, this is possibly a tricky fight. So this is the one where they buff themselves and get stronger and stronger and stronger each time. They do have cleave, which is really, really helpful in this. And then it's really just about wailing on them. Let's keep that for next turn. Yeah, having that vulnerable after turn 1 is really helpful. Just really look at how much damage I did to that from 1. He's almost gone. Now the vulnerables wear off. I can shockwave though to get them all weak and vulnerable again. And I've got enough damage and then a block to just get myself through that damage. They sort of lure you in that if you don't focus them down and sort of think, oh, I've got to block this damage, they're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Yeah, let's upgrade the talent size. Let's play it. Let's start working on this one. Anger. Kill him. Talent size there gives me 4 block, so that saves me taking damage, and there's only 1 left. And 1v1, these things are kind of nothing at all, really. So that will block. Over that. 1 turn, maybe 2 turns, he'll be dead. Depends what I draw. Wasn't ideal. So I think we're going to have to take Corruption here. Block my way through that. Still haven't taken damage though, because that's good. And then he'll definitely die next time. I feel like every time I say that, I don't get the cards that I needed to actually do it. There we go, that's completely overkill. But there we go. Okay, back to full health. Now it's time. Oh, look at this. 3 of those. Now it's time to go to the shop. Do you already have a headbutt? So, yeah, I'm gonna pass. I've got a shop coming up. So hopefully there's some nice stuff in here. We've got Rampage, which is nice. We've got Carnage, a lot of damage. Flex, not interested. Walker, not interested. Rupture, not interested. Secret Technique, put a skill from your draw pile into your hand and exhaust. That could be very tempting. Trip, apply 2 vulnerable. Rampage I think is probably a must buy. Although you could argue that I don't really need it. Let's have a look at this. Every 6 turns gain an intangible. Intangible is very strong, but it's quite hard to get that. Fruit juice is really nice. Snake oil I think is just a bit of a mess. Not that bothered about that. Enemies vulnerable take 75% more than 50. That is really interesting, because I know that I vulnerable them off turn 1. So that's a really big damage boost. However, if I take that, I can't take the Secret Technique. The Secret Technique would enable me to play Corruption if I have it. The question I would have though is that better than this vulnerable? Because vulnerabling things is really strong. Yeah, I'm going to take that. And then the only thing I can afford is Warcry, which I don't want. So, it was expensive, but it's very, very strong. And that opening salvo is going to be nice. And these guys want all of my gold. So you get the red mask if you kill them. So, I think we're going to fight them. Let's do this. Got that vulnerable. Got the massive extra damage on there. Can we kill this guy? Yes. So he's gone. That was the only one that was attacking. So that was definitely helped by the paper frog. What's this guy done to me? Reduced my dexterity. Okay, now they're coming after me. I feel like I don't see Shockwave as much as I used to. Obviously, having more cards will do that to you. I can almost kill him. I think it's just worth it to just get him out of there. Or if I start trying to block this, I'm just not going to block all of them. So let's get rid of this dude. And that's 1v1. I'm going to play that anyway. And I'm going to bring True Grit back next time because it's a good source of block. Okay, so taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad. Now we will weaken and vulnerable him. We will look into strength. Probably a mistake. I guess it's better just to block now because I can't kill him. So let's do that. And take a little bit more damage. And now we should be able to kill him, shall we? Or maybe not. Play that, let's play that, play that. Carry on, next turn. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that Paper Frog. I think that was a good pickup. And now, alongside applying Vulnerable, I will also weaken them all, which means I have to do less block, which means I can put more effort into damage. That's really nice. Sword Boomerang 3 for 3 is good if you're increasing your strength. Intimidate 1 week. Armaments. That's nice, but yeah, I'm gonna skip. That was all about getting the red mask. Now we're gonna play the elite, and let's see how this goes. So kind of similar battle in a way. All weak and all vulnerable. Annoyingly, it's probably better if I don't. Well, it'd probably be better to play Corruption rather than to play Bash, but let's just see if I don't kill someone. So, of course I have no block here. 50 damage, so there's 7, but it's going to be 75% more. So just to check that, instead of doing 7, it's doing 12. So, I much prefer 50% more. I suppose it's 50% more plus, so that's going to do 15, and that's going to do like 10, and that one would kill him, but it's kind of wasted, so I'm going to play that. I'm not going to be able to kill this guy, but it's not far away, and I've got my Corruption in play, and I just probably just use one of those potions, to be honest, because why not? They're just taking up space. Okay, so they've lost their weak and vulnerable, but I now have Corruption in play. So let's do that, and let's bring that back. Let's play that. Let's play that for block. And now working on this middle guy, and have one of those just to heal up a bit. This guy's just now stopped me attacking, which is a bit of a shame. The good news is that I have a decent amount of block. Not quite enough to fully heal through this. But it is only 2v2 at the moment. And I've got a nice bludgeon for someone as well. It's tempting to draw that shockwave if I can. It's worth a shot of drawing it. Yeah, got it. Okay, that's good. So let's put that for next time. Let's play shockwave. Let's play cleave, and let's kill that guy because he's doing more damage. And again, just take a couple, but no big deal. 2 strength. Get the block. Exhaust the wounds. Now I'm just waiting for my damage cards to come out, and I can take him down very easily. There we go. Yeah, fairly easy. Whenever you play a power card, heal 2 hit points like that a lot. And add a card to deck. We've got disarm. Disarm upgraded. Feel no pain. The natural thing to go with corruption. So we'll take that. And I possibly went up the wrong route here. Gonna upgrade Feel No Pain. I don't want to upgrade that. No, I want to upgrade Feel No Pain. Feel No Pain is such a good card when you're playing corruption. Did I go the wrong way? No, I'm okay. So I have to remember to skip that chest. That's the only thing. Alright, we've got this guy again. So exhaust the unupgraded strike. Deal some damage, does 15 for each one. And we're going to work on that guy at the front because he's the one who's buffing himself. He'll be dead pretty soon. Okay, this could be a chance for Body Slam to shine here. Metallicize. More block. Not gonna. Oh, he is gonna die. That's really interesting. Deals 11 damage, but my block is 10. Well, I'll take it. Not sure how that works out. Anyone know how that calculates? It's a bit strange. Maybe it's rounding. No, it doesn't make sense either. Right, he's attacking me for 10. I think I would like to do that. And then in my turn, he's going to really struggle to do anything here. I mean, he's hitting quite hard, to be fair. He's trying, he's having a good go. Plus 2 strength. Vulnerable, that's going to do a lot of damage. I should do the maths really. Well, it doesn't really matter because I can't really block too much. Let's just hit him and hope. Yeah. Had a feeling it was the right amount, back to full health. Another inflame. Yeah, happy to have that. Skip the chest. Skip the chest, skip the chest. Random encounter. Duplicate a card in your deck. Is that a random? Let's see. Oh, it's not. Well. Don't want to duplicate. Feel No Pain. Well, metallicize. Probably Feel No Pain, I'd imagine. Just because we're using corruption. Alright, then we've got elite, boss. With an event as well. Okay, we've got the wizard and his knight. Oh, look at this. I really do. I feel the need to bludgeon him. but he does get healed up, which is unfortunate. I wish I had one more energy. Or is it better just to get both of these guys? I think it's better to just buff myself like crazy. Just resist the temptation to bludgeon him. It's very, very tempting to bludgeon you there, but I'm letting you off the hook slowly. Right, so now the thing that would be useful would be to get corruption going. Pretty sharpish, to be honest. So getting lots of strength. Let's bring a card in. It's a strike. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is I haven't actually damaged them yet. But I'm just, you know, I'm just preparing, just getting it all ready to go. And then we can start doing that. Block. I'm gonna hit the mistake. I think it's usually better to get the other one. He's frailing me, which is damn annoying. Metallicize will help with that. Certainly a bit. See, this is saying deal 6 damage. Deal damage equal to your block. Block is not a thing right now. It is not a thing. It's vulnerable him. If I'm buying into killing that guy, then I better sort of do something that's going to help me do that. Even though he keeps healing, let's see if we can kill him now. But corruption, anger, right, corruption in play. I'm going to bring back Cleave, because that's quite nice damage. Play that. Play that, he's dead. Play that. Alright, things are looking up now. Feels better. Oh, and we'll be able to heal. Oh, of course, because every time I play a power, I heal. Ah, well, that's very, very interesting. Yeah, I feel like this deck is pretty strong now. And stuff like that, just, devastating. Don't want that, don't want that, don't want that, really. Skip. Elite. Full health. It's a stabby hand. So he's already weakened and vulnerable. So I think we'll play here. Let's play a bit of that, play a bit of that. Weaken vulnerable and some more, give me some block. Keep getting bludgeon on the first go and it's really tempting to do it. But I've got to start play the long game a little bit here. So do watch the health here. So as I play this power, get the heal. So that's really, really nice. Really, really strong. I've got some defense. Really got anything in there that I want to play too badly. So let's bring that next turn. Defend, hit him. I'm wasting my kind of vulnerable because I'm just not getting the damage in, but it's kind of, I either load up a lot of upfront damage, or if I get the chance to kind of ready myself, then by the time I am ready to like attack them, I'm just pretty damn strong. And I can just start like bringing stuff like that back to hit them hard the next time. And you can sort of see that the exhausting the cards is giving me loads and loads of block, so I've got 2 of them on the go and things like that. So yeah, let's upgrade this bludgeon and see what it can do. 45 damage while he's vulnerable. 78, huge. Anger 15. Bring up energy. Not at all disaster in terms of taking damage. Take a little bit of damage. I've got so many sources of healing as well, and he's only got 16 health left. So use the power to heal. Very nice. Damage. And kill. And back to full health again. Oh, that's even better. So end turn without block, gain 6 block. And that works before Metallicize happens. So the Metallicize will go on top of that. Ancient Potion, not too excited about that. There we go. Yeah, not just about that. I'll go up this path to take another one. What have we got? Gain 1 intangible and exhaust. Get 5 of those, but lose 48 max hit points. So the apparition card, when I play it, it is a skill as well, so it'd be free with corruption. It means I only take 1 damage, but I lose half of my hit points. That's gonna bloat my deck quite a bit, having these cards. But they are other forms of exhaust as well. And they're only 1. I'm going to do it. I may regret this. Well, let's find out. Don't have a ton of experience with this card. Okay. So straight away, if I play that here, it means that all my damage taken is 1. So they're trying to do 21. By playing that, I'm going to take 3 damage. So that's fantastic. So weak and vulnerable. What have I got here? Artifacts. I'm actually going to drink that. And I am going to do some damage to him. Okay. With Orichalcum as well, it basically means I'm never going to take damage when I'm playing one of those cards. So I think that's pretty strong. I really do think that's strong. I'm going to play another one there. Problem is that they do go away if I don't play them, as that one does as well. So that's not ideal. But I do have quite a bit of energy. And obviously then by the time I've gone through my deck once and played these intangibles, these apparitions, which I'll probably will draw about 1 per turn. By the time I've played them all, I should have all of my stuff in play, and that will be pretty strong for me. So yeah, I mean, I think it was the right choice. As I said, I'm not a super expert on that. In the sense, I'm sort of testing it out a bit now. And I do also continue to get that heal whenever I play these powers. So I should be able to keep me topped up. The danger is if I don't have it already for when there's a really big attack, because I only have 48 health. That's the danger. But I think it's quite a low danger, hopefully. What should we bring back? And just keep the Iron Wave going. So he's going to summon in some more minions. I do have lots of Feel No Pains in play. You're going to some Cleave to get through. And it's already down to another one. Another one dead. He's got a wizardy one that's buffing but not really doing much, and then he's going to bring in more. So the fact that he's not sort of paying attention to me is quite nice. Let's just kill that one. Going to vulnerable him here. Let him bring some more in. You can see I get 9 block without even playing any block. which is really nice. Possibly there could have just finished the fight by focusing on him. Let's see what we can do this time. The other nice thing about the cards exhausting is your hand becomes more and more sort of focused, so particularly if they're not putting junk into my hand. It's quite helpful. I'm going to use this card now to kill. Very, very easy. Full health. And reduce elite's hit points, that's good. Play a card twice, that's really good. We've got Combust, Body Slam, and Rampage. Rampage is quite nice. I'm going to put a Rampage into my deck. Haven't had to heal yet, which is great. Let's now... Ooh. So you get one of these that isn't ethereal if you upgrade it. That is quite tempting. So it lets you just have one sitting in your deck and in your discard pile. Yeah, let's do that. I think that could be quite nice, because the danger is that you obviously draw 3 of them, and then you're going to lose one when you need it. Alright, we got this guy. So that's a really good case in point. I'm going to lose those 2 cards. So I'm going to hit him with this. And we're going to start doing some damage. He is also going to bring in some allies. And I think it's quite worth getting these down. So that's the one that doesn't exhaust. So that's important to remember. Because now I can play this one. I can just let that one go. They look very odd, these things. They've kind of got flames for their head. So, still not taking any damage. Although I do feel like it'll be fairly important to get rid of those things fairly early on. So, again, negate that damage, which is nice. Get my strength up. Use that to upgrade bludgeon. So I think how those apparition cards work is that they just let me get everything set up, because I can kind of get through my hand, not worrying too much about damage, and I can start playing like the Feel No Pains and the Inflames, and that just sort of helps me a little bit with this, although I will take some damage this time around. Fortunate. So it's quite interesting. Taking damage is really the problem because I just don't have a lot of health. And I'm kind of worried that he's going to do some really bad stuff starting now. I'm trying to buff these guys up. So what have we got here? So, definitely feel he's going to try and do a big attack. By 100% he's going to try and do some huge attack. Let's kill that one. Let's bring that one back. And let's block up as much of that damage as I can. Because I really worry he's going to do a huge attack next time. Yeah, there you go. So they're going for 36. I can now play Corruption. I can play Intangible. Completely negates them. I can play Italicize. Do a little bit of damage. I can leave that card there. So that was quite good. That negated quite a lot, and I've now got all of my stuff going. And that should really help me quite a bit. But I have been weakened quite harshly. Yeah. Is he going to bring back more of these things? Don't think he... Oh, he is. Okay, he's bringing back more. I had a way of thinking about better play here. I think Bludgeon Rampage is the play there. Anger as well for free. Keep it going. So if I don't do any block, I will put in 9 damage. Here's the minions again. And again, going pretty big damage. Let's upgrade Iron Wave. Let's start attacking him. And Rampage back. Keep attacking him. Offense. I do have 2 heals, but they don't heal for very much. That's the only problem. They do not heal for much because they're based on my max health. I wish they were kind of based on my max health when I picked them up. That would be nice. So kill him. Don't get that going on him. I do have to kill him at some point. Might have to play that potion just to see what I can get out of it. So I'm really gonna run out of blocks soon. Ah, it's duplicate potions. Okay, so that twice would just about kill that guy. Well, I possibly want to save it. So 27 doesn't quite kill him, so I can kill him now. So play that. That. Play that to kill him. Play that on him. Let's get a turn. He's buffing again. We're going to go for his. He's bringing more things. Okay, that's good. That's helpful. So we can vulnerable him. I think long term it's going to do more damage to do it this way. So anger, strike, enter. May be able to kill next time. And what we draw. Anger, strike, headbutt. Yeah, I think I can kill him. So anger, strike. Nice. Okay, so we're into Act 3. Not too bad. Not interested in that. What have we got? We've got deal 30 block, gain 30 block, block is not removed, I've seen that before, brutality. Block not being removed is pretty tempting, just because I can start to build some ridiculous block up. So let's grab that and let's see what we've got in the chest. Okay, we've got no longer Smith, transform 3 and upgrade, no longer rest, so that's the one that happened before. I feel like that is the play because I just don't think I need to rest. I think with the relic, with the power cards and things, that resting is just not going to be a thing for me. But we'll see. This is exactly the thing that I was thinking about I should have got last time, but didn't. So let's see where the elites are. There's no low shop. There's a kind of elite shop elite there, which is probably the way to go. So yeah, let's make our way up there. So I'll probably do fight, event, elite, shop. Alright, so we have got some vulnerables, etc. I've literally got no damage for these guys, which is interesting. So a bit of a waste on the first go there. I think this one at the back is going to explode, so I need to focus. So we can actually kill him with a bludgeon. Let's go do. Right, and let's start working on that one. Bring bludgeon back. better with these having spikes to basically use bludgeon on them because it kills them in one shot rather than multiple. And if I then apparition them as well, what that will mean is that their spike attack only deals 1. I think the other good thing about taking this ghostly pack thing is that healing 6 out of 90 versus healing 6 per fight out of 45. I'm almost healing, well, I'm healing over 10% of my health each time, which is it's nothing to be sort of seized at. It's a really strong heal each time. Plus, every time I play a power, I'm also healing. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff going on here. Back to full health. 6 metallicize. I am going to trade out this one. So let's get rid of that, because healing max health based is not that great. Upcut, not really interested. Warcry, not interested. Twin Crown. Now, skip. Right, so we'll go another fight. Keep on chugging up here. This guy has got strength at the end of its turn. It's a little bit worrying. It's vulnerable and weakened. Can further vulnerable that, which is probably the way to go. And try and just kill it fairly quickly. And use these apparition cards on that. So that's a big bludgeon, 61 damage. Can't do anything to me. Putting bones in, but not too concerned about that. Because it's dead. Yeah, so that was nice. Body slam. Armaments plus would be quite nice. I'm going to take that. Upgrade all the cards in your hand. Why not? This gives me some block. Okay, we've got the big tentacle. We've got apparitions. Makes life easier. Tempting just to keep the block going, or just do a bit of damage. Let's try barricade. Gives me a little heal as well. I think barricade works actually really nicely with the apparition because it means I keep my 5 block that time. And if I upgrade shockwave as well, that will do nicely. I will upgrade that so it can't damage me. I'll headbutt. Armaments back around. And yeah, so he's now got 5 weak and 5 vulnerable. Got plenty of block saved up. Upgrade all these cards. Body slam is now free, that's really nice. Upgrade again. Damage him. 42. Again, he's not taking off my block. Constricted is quite tricksy because it does 10 damage per turn. But again, why don't I just use that? Why don't I just use that? Why don't I just use that? Do some damage. May as well just use that because I don't lose my block anymore. Yeah, this is looking really quite strong. I just would have to get really unlucky in terms of not having the block in the turn where an enemy does a huge attack, and that would be the only thing really that could stop me at this point. Let's just look at the amount of block I have that I'm building up, and this guy's almost dead as well. Keep piling on the block, so may as well. It almost puts you off having corruption, to be honest. if I can just keep that block circulating around. This guy just can't touch me. Rage getting 5 block, but it's only this turn. Well, it's definitely something. It's gonna help. It's free. Okay, now we go question mark, question mark. Whisper voice in your head. I don't like this card. It could be good. That definitely not. Alright, let's do it. Not the greatest thing, I'm not fond of those. Chest, let's go. Elite. So we're gonna go elite into shop. Okay, it's one with minions. This is also the effect where... Oh, that's quite nice. It doesn't just show you them with less health, it literally drains their health. So they all lost a quarter of their health at the very start of the round. And they're both dead. Yeah. Interesting. Pretty strong stuff going on here. Brings back another one. Doesn't really bother me that much. Because what are they going to do? Realistically, not very much. Let's kill that one. Alright, taking a little bit of damage here. Take 4 damage. See if I can not take any more to heal back up to full by the end. Should be alright. What's a good one to bring back? Let's bring that one back. It's really nice to be able to just pull back that apparition. It's like, okay, you're doing 30 now, but like that, so now you're doing 1. And yeah, you're not going to do anything to me, basically. And I can make that there for next time. Just keep chugging through. Yeah, really, really strong. Some strength. Whack this guy. Block. Gotta lose one of those, but it actually gives me more block. Brought back his minion again. Should be. Good to go. Nice. Back to full health. Whenever you rest here, additional 15 hit points. I can't rest. Useless. We've got Rampage plus again. We've got Dark Embrace. Which could be quite nice because I am exhausting cards in theory. So let's take that. And shop. Let's see what we can get. We're going to shop into Elite. Okay. Exhaust your hand, deal 7 damage for each exhausted. No. Reaper is nice. That's very tempting. 141. Disarm. It's okay. Flex. No thank you. Dark Embrace. I literally just picked it up. Not too interested in those. We've got whenever you play 3 or less cards during your turn, draw 3 additional cards next turn. I'm not a big fan of that for the price. Deal 3 damage to all enemies at the start of your turn. It's not that exciting. Start each combat with 1 artifact, which negates the next debuff. We've got a weak potion, liquid bronze, and fire potion. I think the thing to get here is Reaper, and probably Disarm. So let's do Reaper, let's do Disarm, and let's take out one of these strikes. Fun. So don't bloat my deck too much. although it's pretty bloated at 39. Okay, so this guy, I find the description here a bit confusing. Whenever you play a card, he receives more damage. I'm assuming that means he receives more damage. And you also notice he's received a huge amount of damage from me just starting the turn, which is very, very nice. So let's upgrade all the cards in my hand. Let's gain 3 strength as a result of that. Let's go to block. Let's do that as well. Then let's headbutt and bring back that one. So plenty of block there. He does do a big attack after his countdown. Don't know how close I can get to getting rid of him at that time. We'll see, I guess. Sort of depends how quickly I can get vulnerable on him, which is probably not that quickly. You can sort of see that he's not really doing anything at the moment. So it just enables me to sort of do some fairly slow damage on him. What's his count on? 2. I mean, he's the sort of thing that I could imagine it just sort of like trying to one-shot me. Alright, feel no pain. Strength down. Strike. Madness is good there. Oh, what happened there? Oh, right. Oh, that's okay. This is not intentional. So I have to be a little bit careful with that drawing cards. I do have vulnerable on him now, but he's starting to do the big damage. That one, bring in another card. And next turn, let's have a Reaper. Next back. Ah, that's going to be painful. Right. Unfortunately, strike. You have to go. It'd be really nice to get keep playing these until I got Barricade, but I don't have energy to play it. So I think I feel like I should stop at that point. Because I've got plenty in a block to stop him. And I can keep just using those over and over again. So now we'll apparition him. Like that. Like that. Like that. It's better off to let those exhaust. Well, they're free, aren't they? But they will add to my block. My block doesn't wear off. System. So it's really nice here because I can just play that, get more cards, and that block is just staying there. And vulnerable is staying there, etc. And I can sort of play something twice here. So let's now start wiping out. So 73 damage. Pull it back for next turn. Keep applying the vulnerable. Cleave him. Yeah, he's almost dead here. Don't even need Reaper because he's not going to damage me. It is time for 1 damage. Locked. And Reaper. Bludgeon for the win. Nice. Okay, normally cards are just a card. Let's put about that. Feel that anger. That's quite nice. Let's have that. My deck is so bloated. But it's just like stacking all of that block is just the way to go. Oh, we got this guy again. I mean, this was absolutely easy street the first time around. So it's very hard to see how this would be any different. I'm actually going to hit him. Time to just just take it to him. Just take him down, I reckon. Real sort of show strength here, like just say, I don't care about your minions. I'll just take you down. Only got 82 health. Maybe. Okay, that one's doing a lot of damage right now. A lot of damage. Yeah, so the take him down, maybe not totally yet. So is he going to bring in another one? Oh, that one just exploded. There's another one. I think that attack might have been a sort of attack and die. What is this thing? I don't know why they're dying. That's very strange. Right, that'll keep my block. It'd be really good to play barricade after that. So yeah, we definitely need apparition. We'll bring that back next time. So I hate how it doesn't. We're gonna play Feel No Pain. Hit him with a strike. With an apparition. We're going madness. That completely failed. What's that? So yeah, it didn't quite work. So I'm getting caught out by drawing a card every time they exhaust. So I don't quite know why they keep blowing up. It's very strange. Okay, so get corruption into play. They're gonna do quite a lot of damage here, unfortunately. I suppose they will keep drawing new cards. There we go. Okay, so sometimes it's annoying, sometimes it's very much kind of essential. But I need to not complain about it quite so much because it sort of saved me quite a lot of damage there. Then that one exploded. I think they just have like a limited lifespan. It's a little bit weird. Okay, so shockwave 10. Double your block. Right, actually get some block up. This is sort of like nice kind of like power of this. And I'm just kind of like drawing cards and grading cards and hardly used any energy so far. At least that's probably could have finished that a lot quicker. Okay, still full health. 300 golds, very nice. But possibly just to keep it in the circulation. My hand is just so bloated now, it's beyond redemption in a way. It just sort of works weirdly. Right, so we've got that one, that one. This will start drawing me a card, that's fine to keep there, put that back. It's just going to come straight back in. Yeah, that's the end of the turn. Okay, see that's the sort of thing now where he's trying to one-hit me and I don't have the thing. Oh, that's a really like that. So that's like the ultimate of everything, basically. All I can really do is just block up a bit here and probably play that and hope that one comes through, but it won't be free. Thanks. This enemy, by the way, is changing his attention each time, which probably I could have utilised a bit more. I was more focused on just making sure I didn't die at that stage. Right, let's play Dark Embrace. I am getting heals from playing those, which is quite nice. Still trying to do 22 damage there. But now with Dark Embrace, I can pull in cards. And that is quite helpful. So pulling in cards is good. Bring back a card from discard, which is going to be Reaper. So I'm going to heal out of that. So I can find that. And put Parasite in there. I think that stays forever as well, which is very annoying. Yeah, the thing about him changing his intentions when you damage him is a real pain, actually. Now we'll get my health back to full then. So that's quite nice. I've got plenty of block now. Nice and vulnerable. And yeah, that's what he's almost dead. Right. So apart from that moment where he looked like he was going to one-shot me, this hasn't been too bad, really. Pull that in next time. Run it for this time. Doesn't block. Ridiculous amounts of overkill. So stacked up all my block, and then we're going to go for the kill. There's even more block to be had. Okay, fine. Regen potion, nice. Very nice for my low health as well. This is the extra card reward, which is quite good. Any of them, though. Go to the shop, loads and loads. So I think it's definitely have to buy an artifact here. Whenever you use a potion, heal 5. It was 3 times you shuffle gain energy. Take an additional copy of a card in your deck. That is definitely worth doing. Bead is really nice. Let's do that. And then let's start that one. So that one is put a card from your hand at the bottom of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. It's pretty good for saving something, but I don't think I fully really want that. So I'm going to copy a card. So what's a good thing to copy? Feel No Pain I already have copied. I've got to look at all these cards. Feed is quite nice, but it does rely on things being there. Reaper might be better. Trench for double your block. I feel like it should be an upgraded card. I think just more Feel No Pain. Or maybe this. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Right, let's go regular fight, elite, and then we're ready for the final boss. Alright, we've got a lot of guys here. Okay, so I think the obvious thing is that. Start on this front one. That's the end of that. Gosh, my hand is so huge, so real nice. But with those apparition cards, it always was going to be, to be honest. Alright, so we've got plenty there. Get the barricade going. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here, but I imagine it will all be over by the end. Well, these things do hit quite hard, so we need plenty of apparition going. guys are upping their strength all the time, but I should be drawing apparition cards. I should be. Haven't so far, particularly, which is a slight concern. Yeah, okay-ish. A bit of damage here. Unbelievably, all of my apparition cards are sat in my hand. There's 5 of them. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm not getting too badly hurt, but they are stronger and stronger and stronger. It's a bit of a concern. Okay, 5 block. That would be fatal. That is really nice. And then double my block. 53. Okay, good. I've got 53 block and it doesn't run off. So now it should just be in case. Let's try and heal as well. Ah, that's the place where I should have played that. Cool. Like, I can't remember if I played Dark Embrace. Right. Weaken him, vulnerable him. Oh. No, I haven't played it. It's very frustrating. Really liked us to have a bit of a heal off of this guy. Could kill it. Yeah. Let's try and wait. Just want to try and hit him with Reaper. Just heal up if I can just draw it. Probably can't though. It's in there. Let's skip my turn. The annoying thing about him keeping blocking as well is that damage doesn't count. Let's see if we pull it now. There it is. Okay, so we play, and then it's going to heal me for 4. Better than nothing. Yeah, heal for 4, and then I heal for 6, and back to 4. And my health has been increased as well. That's very good. What have we got? Voiceline, I've got 10 strikes, clothesline, palm on voiceline. Right, one more elite. It's this guy again. Didn't have any problems with him too badly. So he tried to one-shot me. I think that was him. Or was it him? No, he wasn't him, it was the other one. Yeah, so this wasn't any problem at all from memory. Zero cards. Put that in there for next time. Just whack it. Whack it again. And pull back that. Nearly at half health. I should probably check if it is actually increasing the damage. I feel like it is. Okay, gain 4 block when exhausted. Gain 5 block. Gain 5 block. Yeah, 20 block. I suppose. I've really got a good source of blocking, I've got a good source of damage. Things are looking pretty good. buff himself. Snail? Totally sure how that works, really. Really not sure how that works. It'd be lovely to kill him with speed. Probably a bit unrealistic. Free anyway. It sort of loses that snail every time. Maybe it doesn't sort of stack. I think that's the point. Not sure really. Let's bring that back for next turn. I managed to damage myself a little bit there, which is unfortunate. It's time to do the regen pots. Vulnerable him. Apparition him. That's going to get 15. Nice. All those cards are unfortunately. Should have been playing those cards. This is goodbye with his 1 damage. Now going for 43. Okay, this is a bit of a problem. So, block not removed. We can now keep an eye on that block in there. Is there anything else that exhausts? Take that damage. Think that exhausts? Now double the block, 68. Damage equals to. Beautiful. I don't know where 225 came from. I wonder if it's the block, the total block that you've paid. No idea. Another feel my pain? Oh, that's starting to get a bit much, isn't it? Nah, skip. Alright, we've got the final bonfire, we've got full health. Can't rest anyway. Another upgraded apparition is tempting. That's quite tempting. It's very unlikely to come around though, that's the only problem. What does this one do? 1 less power. And what does this one do? That's also 1 less power. What does this one do? It's free. I think it's got to be another apparition. I've got 3 of them now that don't exhaust. Alright, here we go with the final boss. Look like a sort of donut in this round. I paid 10 times 2, and they did have artifact, but that is now absolutely gone. And I can start fighting with that. Start fighting with that. That's a bit pointless because I don't have any of that. Great to start, but I got some of my skills. So that gain strength. Again. Alright. I'm not sure which one is better. Okay. Let's play that. Let's play that pain. quite a bit of block and quite a bit of damage. Do I have the attacks? No. Okay, let's get that going. At least that is an attack, so it's going to give us some more block. And that I need to start getting going. It's probably not going to be useful this time. Just managed to block on that. Okay, that's fine. He's probably going to increase their strength again, though, which is a worry. But I do have lots of preparation. Right, let's get that in play. Let's get that in play. Let's get that in play. Let's do a little bit of damage to him. Taking quite a bit of damage to him. It's time to possibly get the region pots. I'm also going to remember that I do have this duplication issue. That could turn out to be very useful. What could we bring back here? So we could bring something like Bludgeon back and play it twice. Take up one of them's vulnerable. Or possibly even Entrench to just get kind of uber block levels. If I can manage to get enough block going. That's the key. Okay, which one of these? They're both. Let's take one. And let's leave that. And bring back. So this is the plan. We're going to bring back the Entrench and we're going to play it twice at the start of next turn. And that should set us out for block for quite some time. Or we'll play it this turn if it comes through. Because we could actually just pull it out now and play it twice. Do it like that first. Now I think I don't really want to play it twice this turn. I'm gonna wait. It's doing doubling it is gonna do quite a lot, because I can probably put some more block on them as well. And I can also play Apparition, so we can do Feel No Pain, we can do Apparition, we can do that one, and what's that next? That one, and we can do that one. Five more. Get some strength. Okay, let's do it now. So, print the duplicate, play that. 156. 312 block. That's amazing. Right. That's fine just to keep there. That, let's just play it. Alright, back to full health. And keep that across to 0. And get it. And leave those on there. Alright, we have got so much block, it's ridiculous. And we've got the damage card as well, so now I can really start focusing on damage. Although we're not going to say no to that. So let's start attacking him. Finish him off. Dead. Don't need to play those. Really just waiting until the Body Slam card comes and it's over. that. Heal with that. This is stacking up. Where is it? There it is. Game over. And full health. Okay. So that was nice. Obviously not going to do anything here. But that is Ascension number 1 completed on attempt number 3 total. So good. So next time we'll move on to Ascension 2, and we will keep plugging away at that. Before I do that, we should get another unlock as well. So we've now got Wild Strikes, Evolve, and Immolate coming into play. But that is going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.